Hello, everyone. Long time no see, long time no fly. Let's get the VR headset oriented here. Oh, still a little crooked. All right. So it's a little bit different, of course. We're doing a bush flight, a Microsoft Flight Simulator, as opposed to the usual military flying or even the Star Wars we had of late. So this should be a fun one. Nothing too complicated. This one's a 20-minute leg that we have coming up here today. Right now we are in Lone Pine. Okay, so taking off from Olancha, if I said that right, will make your way north using the road as a guide, and you'll quickly discover the dried-out bed of Owens Lake. Now, a massive salt flat dotted with sporadic seasonal brine ponds. Beyond the basin, god damn it. So my pronunciation's never the best, but I'm pretty sure it's basin. One of those words that I just don't come across often. Basin. I'm saying it confidently. A bit farther north lies the small frontier town of Lone Pine. That one I know I'm saying right. Just kidding. Anyways, it is 21.27 nautical miles away, about 14 minutes, so we can use the clock down there, or one on my wrist, a little bit easier. Because that button's all the way down there on VR. That's awkward. Heading 339 roughly, but mostly using this road as a guide. Alright, and as you notice, in this Cub, we don't have anything fancy. No GPS or anything, so just us and our Mark 1 eyeballs. Alright, let's go ahead and... There we go. Alright. I'm turning the magnetos on too. Not. It's weird. This is the only bush flight that started with it off, so let's make sure there wasn't something fudged at the beginning here. Alright, got my throttle up, mixture up. Oh no. Yeah, it's because the mags were off. Alright, well, we can start it up on our own. That's alright. It'll be a challenge. As long as I didn't bust the engine, I guess, when the game starts like that. Might just be a synchronization issue with my controllers. I don't know. Alright, that's a roughly pretty comfortable spot to keep that there, I think. Alright, landing light and strobes on. What's this over here? Transponder? My avionics master. Can't turn that on yet. Alright. Cool. And again, that first heading is going to be 339 when we take off. Go ahead and get our avionics on now. Not that we'll be really doing much with them. Alright. We're just kind of on this side of the road here by a grassy strip, so see if we can find the start of the runway and give it our best. Can't really tell where it is. I want to say it is that up ahead, but not 100% sure. Then again, we are in a short takeoff and landing aircraft that will be to our benefit. So let's go ahead and turn this, point it around to the north, and let's just run it up. And release the brakes. Alright, it's a tail dragger, so a little bit like the Spitfire or the Mustang takeoffs. Not a lot to it. This thing wants to fly. Alright, so basically we're just going to pick up a road from here. Imagine that one, and follow it north until we find the dried out lake bed. That is the goal. Completing a bush trip without using the Get Me Back on Track feature. Which is what we're trying to do here. So far, legs 1 and 2 weren't too bad. Basically just following a road along and 150 miles an hour. Not really too much to it. Oh, excuse me, that's kilometers per hour. Stay ahead of the airplane. Alright, but this heading at 339 roughly, just following the road here off to my left. Alright. About 14 minutes here. Alright, so the small frontier town of Lone Pine. And that's going to be 8 nautical miles away from this road that we're looking for. Oh, that might be water actually. So maybe a river and 2 roads here, and airstrips right in between. Road in the water, that's exactly what that is. Alright. Very good. And not much of a heading change, so once we get to Lone Pine, let's see, Manzanar Airport. To the west of Lone Pine, set against the jagged peaks of the Sierra Nevada, we find the rounded contours of the Alabama hills and the LA aqueduct running along its base. Nice, imagine that's what that is. Follow the waterway north until it crosses paths with the highway. A short distance from there, between the road and the water, waits an airstrip where you can land. Manzanar Airport. Very, very fun. Alright. Still on our way to Owens Lake, and then from there we'll find the little frontier town of Lone Pine. And we should be in Manzanar Airport in short order. This is really a short leg of the whole bush trip. 19 minutes, roughly, depending on startup time and, of course, user error, which I never, ever experienced. But, let's see. Not the most beautiful day out, but still, stunning landscape. Just gonna pull the power back a little bit because keep fighting to trim here, but I'll just let it drop a little bit and get us some altitude, or drop a little bit in altitude, I suppose, too. It is a bush flight after all. Uh-oh. Something tells me we've arrived at the frontier town of Lone Pine. That's what it was called. And looks like they got their own little airstrip down there. That will not be our destination, however. Just a little ways away. You see the road starting to cut through this town here. Few buildings and whatnot. One town road. You ain't seen much of those around these parts. Well, as we say goodbye to the town of Lone Pine there, we'll make a slight turn towards the west. We're supposed to be looking for roughly, what was it, 321? 323, no, 321. Towards Manzanar Airport. Should only be about 6 minutes to find it. Looks like it's in the foothills. And from my perspective, water might be on its north and road will be on the south of it. We'll see, that's what that picture ends up being true to. I've noticed before that they do use bush trip photos to throw you off. As in maybe taken from the other perspective, so the water ends up being more so on the I guess from our perspective, the water ends up being on the south and the road means the north. Other way around. But we'll see. We're not too far away. We're only about 6 minutes. Manzanar Airport. Sounds like a fun real-life destination. So, LA Aqueduct, carrying all that water, plus the highway there, intersecting, looks like, right off our nose. Manzanar might be closer than we think. I'm starting to think that is it right there. Let's take a look one more time. Yeah, asphalt's kind of faded and looks like it's about the same spot I'm looking. Alright, Manzanar Airport. I don't know if they have a preference on runway, so dealer's choice. Alright, we're at 5,700 feet. I'm not sure of the elevation, but I'd guess we're about 1,000 feet up already. Alright. We'll follow the road right up to the runway threshold and then kind of just dogleg it in. What's nice is we can go ahead and start slowing this thing down pretty easily. Slip before I put the flaps in. Alright. We'll just disregard those big X's on the runway. Do note, if anyone on the FAA is watching this, I would never say that in real life. Truly. Alright, and let's just get our sight picture that we had on the ground back. And right down the stone. Okie dokie. There we are. Let's bring the flaps up. And let's see where the game will register us as having landed for this leg. I'm gonna have to just come to a stop. And there it is. Alright, leg complete. Status and time checked. 24. Alright. Well, this says 21 minutes, so we're about 2 minutes slower than the suggested pace or the expected pace, but we did it. And, alright, let's go to Fun fact, don't hit continue. It apparently does not count the legs, or it counts the legs, but doesn't count your progress, I learned. So we'll do this way. By returning to the main menu. And returning back to where we were. All the way down here. Okay, cool. Well, that was easy to find at least. But we now face leg 4, which will be in the next video. After I do a little testing and see how the streaming setup was performed. But not too much to this one. It's going to be a lot longer, so I want to make sure everything's working and sounding good. But Manzanar Airport to Madame Airport. 75.5 nautical miles, roughly 49 minutes. We'll see how it turns out. But thanks for tuning in. I hope you appreciate it. I certainly appreciated you. So until next time.